Hi, this is John in Los Angeles. It's July 3rd, the day before my favorite holiday, 4th of July. Not. And we're looking at this sick sky here, which is nothing has to do with clouds here. Nothing. And here's Bradley. And this guy's awake to everything that a lot of us are. So, when did you first learn that they were doing something weird in the sky that wasn't normal?
Oh man, the very first day I ever saw it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have to say it was probably sometime when I was really young in the 90s.
Okay.
And I started noticing that certain clouds didn't look quite like other clouds.
A little longer, huh?
And, also certain planes, like you can tell from contrails, you can tell the difference between a contrail and a chemtrail. It's very obvious.
Yeah.
And contrails go away really quick, they dissipate.
Yeah.
And they dissipate almost immediately after. And it's because it's just cutting through the thin air, and those chemtrails, there's heavy metals in there and stuff. You can see it if you look at them closely enough. You can see metallic, kind of iridescent color.
Those Chembo things, the
And when I was younger and I was noticing that, I would ask, and my family would just tell me that it's contrails. They would just say it's contrails.
Yeah, well, they don't know, people don't know.
Of course, and but my stubbornness is I knew that it was something else.
Your eyes were open.
Well, yeah, especially like if you remember back then in California, we had this thing called the El Nino storms.
Oh yeah.
And in the 90s, we had two really big dumps, just dumping of rain, and it was unbelievable, flooding in the streets. And I knew something. It was different, and. One of those times I saw a beam of light come down, and it came down and it scanned the whole neighborhood.
Oh boy, okay.
And when it scanned the whole neighborhood, it hit me, and when it hit me, I blacked out.
Really?
And when I blacked out, I came through, and I was still in my living room and everything. Nothing changed, but something changed inside me. I knew something was different. Yeah, and that was one of the first experiences with chemtrails. Was just right after I started experiencing chemtrails. That's when that happened.
Were you affected afterwards? Did it remain with you? Did you feel weird afterwards?
Yeah, for a little bit, I felt different than everyone around me. I felt like I kind of just understood something that I just really couldn't tell anybody because nobody had really understood.
Right.
And later in life, I started finding people that did understand. And but they were just about as crazy as I was.
Great.
So it's like, great. What can you get from them? That's feasible for my own understanding. So I realized that it's kind of like my own personal journey on understanding that. But these chemtrails, they've been going on for a long time.
Yes, they have.
And I don't know exactly what they do. I don't know what they're doing.
I don't think anybody knows exactly, but I think there's like many levels to what they're doing. Destroying organic crops. I'd say it's depopulation. They're dumping something in the air. And if it was cotton candy, they should tell us, but they're not. So.
They do have a lot of lithium mines, and they do have a lot of opium fields, so it could be a little bit of both of those mixtures. In ways, to maybe just kind of like maybe sedate us in a way to maybe where they can get away with things that are right in plain sight.
Yeah,
and we're just lethargic enough to let them do it.
That would make sense,
kind of like how I'm pretty sure they've experienced it already on animals that are similar to us, or animals that we eat, like cows and stuff, and they just kind of like, make them lethargic, and then, so if you eat the lethargic meat, you become lethargic.
Why wouldn't they?
People started becoming savvy, though. People started getting into like veganism and stuff like that, and I think that's when they had no choice but to start spraying us.
Yeah, even though it's vegan food, there's still GMOs. People don't put that together. Oh, I'm a vegan. I'm healthy. No, you gotta be more careful than that. They know what we're doing. You know.
Honestly, I think the most revolutionary thing we could do is make our own gardens.
Of course.
And that's even kind of scary too nowadays. I've been seeing that since the early 2000s.
Well, yeah, the air and the soil's all screwed up.
People government officials go to people's houses and they'll tear out their garden.
I've seen videos like that. That's just so. And that's some sick shit.
So it's kind of like either way. I'm not entirely sure. Some of those people might have had some permits that they needed to have to make what they were doing, but other times I'm pretty sure that it was because they were doing something.
Yeah, it was the same thing with the raw milk.
healing.
Remember that? The raw milk?
Oh yeah, the raw milk.
They were coming after people for that. They want to pasteurize all the crap out of it. So,
You know, and
I don't know. I'm sick of it all.
it doesn't make any sense.
Well, it does when you look at where these guys are coming from. They have an agenda, and they're carrying it out any way they can. The vaccines,
Yeah,
know
it's
that's
like,
part of it.
What was that? Agenda 23 or something?
There's Agenda 21.
Agenda
There's
21,
Agenda 2030 and all
Where,
these things.
They're making smart homes.
Oh, give me a break with
and so,
that.
like, they're making 5G inside everybody's home.
Oh, perfect.
And it's California's plan. Like, they have it in the
I know.
plan. Like
Smart cities.
The
I mean,
legislation already proved it, and so like they're tearing down old homes and bringing in these brand new smart homes that pretty much just spy on you.
yeah,
It's pretty much just nothing but spying on you, DNA grabbing, checking out everything that's going on with you. Just
Yeah.
want to know everything, and you're getting no feedback. You don't know what they're doing it
no,
for.
the
You're
news is
getting
not telling you
back.
anything. So, and they have all those bicycles and scooters now, so you don't go out of the city.
Oh
they
yeah,
want to keep
and
you
they're
in
convincing
the
our
city.
young men that are struggling with jobs right now to go and build these 5G towers for them.
Oh, great.
Like
yeah.
one of my brothers, he's going out there to go build 5G towers because it's making him money because he wants
God.
to live. Because otherwise he's going to be out on the street doing.
Wow.
You know, I mean, it sucks that that's the route that he had to choose.
It sure
so
does.
honestly, I think that he could do other things. He's a very bright being, and he can do other things.
Yeah.
And I believe many of these men can do these bright things, but they're choosing young men to do these things.
Yeah.
And it's going to hurt them detrimentally in the long run.
I think so.
And they don't even have full tests. Like, these things aren't even fully tested, and they're just bringing them in. These 5G towers. We already have like 4G right now, which is plenty fast.
Yeah.
And they're just believing that we're going to be overpopulated to the point where we have to have
They'll tell you
5G
that.
towers to where it's just going to be instant lightning fast communication between everything.
Yeah.
But it's also like, this is all data coming through right into our minds, right into our pineal gland, right into our
Yeah.
our seat of the soul, and into our heart, and into our livers. It's going right into us. These
Right.
these are vibrations. These are frequencies, and they're hitting
Well,
us.
when you look into this, though, these are military weapons disguised as civilian
Oh, absolutely.
communication
I mean,
devices, obviously.
They were saying,
But-
like, the Cold War, like, that's still going on. Like, the Cold War wasn't between Russia and the United States. It was between the citizens and the government.
Right.
And like, it's just truth. You can look at all the paperwork and stuff. It says it. Basically, they're saying, like, you know, the terrorists are humans, are sovereign beings that aren't following protocol with the government. And so, like, the government considers a sovereign being a terrorist to the state.
Right.
And it's completely acidine.
Yeah, completely.
It's completely wrong, and it's immoral. And you know,
Big time.
so, like, you know, every day that we consider ourselves sovereign, we say it. You know, I am sovereign being. Every time we say that, it's encouraging even more of our own sovereign rights. It's our free will to speak. Because, like, these papers that say what our names are and stuff, that's not us. We're always going to be us first, and that's something
Ooh, I like that.
that you can never take away. So, like, you know, it doesn't matter what's on your ID or what's on, but you have your own person as well. You're not that little slave that it says there on your birth certificate. You're yourself, you know. So you could always change your name. You could always say something different, and it's always going to be right if it's you.
Good.
Now, I mean, there's people out there that don't believe that, and if you don't believe that, well, I mean, I'm sorry, but you get what you create. And
Right.
so, like, you know, if you want to be a slave to the system, you have all right to be a slave to the system. I don't want to be a slave to the system.
Oh, come on. You know you do.
I mean, like, I know, maybe I'm getting a little off topic.
No, it's not off topic. Take a look. What do you think? Does the sky look real to you today?
Oh my
Does it look like natural?
This looks like death clouds.
Yeah, thank you. That's a good name for them.
It looks like they're like poisonous gases.
The Weather Channel will come up with some made-up name for them.
You know,
like
and
they
it's
always do.
probably really light poisons that are just going to slowly kill us.
I think everything's done slowly, you know, so you don't notice.
Well, I mean, if they did it so quick, yeah, exactly. I think they'd be able. The people that they're convincing to do this wouldn't do it anymore.
No.
If it was going to do it so quickly, because I believe the people that they're convincing believe that they can somehow heal themselves or get away from it. But that's a bold-faced lie, and they're stupid, for lack of a better word. They're just completely idiotic to think that they're going to be able to get away from it.
No.
Just like those rich elite people that believe that there's like some sort of aliens that are going to help them, that are going to save them from the planet, from destroying their own planet.
No.
I think that's some stupid shit too.
Well, it is kind of stupid. They may have some technology to get this stuff out of their bodies a lot quicker.
Well, I mean, 'cause,
that
like-
they won't share with us.
Well, you know,
I would do that
If
if I
you
was
ever
evil.
watch like David Wilcock,
Yeah, I've seen
they
them.
talk about the elite, the deep state. They're
Yeah.
going to Antarctica and they're opening up. There's a lot
Yeah,
of stuff
yeah,
that's
yeah.
going on in
Yeah, yeah.
Antarctica right now too. If you're seeing the pictures,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, like there's actually like you're seeing the landmass of Antarctica, which is amazing. And
Well.
but they're still keeping it hidden from us, from the basic,
course.
from public interest. Like
Well, maybe
we're
that's
the
their
people.
hideaway after they rape the earth.
And that's
You
what
know?
it seems like. It seems like it's their little fortress of solitude,
Right.
so that they can maybe hide. I don't know, but I don't honestly. I'm a little bit of a I'm very skeptical when it comes to that kind of stuff because I'm not a religious person, but I'm very faithful, and I have a strong spirit, and I believe that like when justice comes back to you, no matter what, like just karma comes back.
Yeah.
And these beings that are doing horrible things.
It is, man. It's unbelievable. Once you're awake, you're walking around in this horror movie, just watching it, observing it, but trying to stay sane, trying to keep your sense of humor and all that. But boy, it's really hard at times.
Yes, it is, and especially when you're trying to meet other people that are just waking up because you want to give them hope.
Yes.
You want to give them hope.
Well, I'm hoping your video is going to give them hope. I think we're done here because we got a sprayer up there.
Wow.
Do you see him? He's been there somewhere. I can't even see him. Where'd he go? Anyway, all right. Well, thank you, Bradley, for doing this.
Oh, he's right there.
Oh, wait, where are you seeing it? Oh, yeah, right there.
Yeah, he's right there. You see him?
Yeah, I see him up
Yeah,
there.
he's just, oh my God.
Creeping around. Oh, boy.
He just stopped spraying too.
Yeah, good. He's camera shy. I think that's what it is. Anyway, hey, thanks so much for doing the video today.
Thank you, and my
Really
pleasure.
appreciate it. This is great. I always love meeting somebody that's awake. Oh my God,
Thank you.
so nice. All right, talk to you soon.
Peace and blessings.
Thanks, man.